Hey everyone, thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry that the video this week is so late. 3 times I tried to upload it and it did not work, and then it got deleted, and then some personal things. So I'm so sorry, but here we are, ready to review week number 3, and soon you will also have week 4 because class is tonight at 6:30 at Red Door Church in Cincinnati. Here we go, let's get started. Community, community, community. Make B hands and they make the peak of a roof. And you just pivot back and forth. Community, community, community. City, 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 city. School, library, and building. So the first, school, school, school. Your non-dominant hand stays. Your dominant hand that you write with is the moving hand. School, straight up and down 2 times, school. Library, make the letter L. Counterclockwise, make a little circle, like you're searching for something, like your favorite book, or some people think it's wise it's signed that way, like the pages in your book, like you're turning the pages. So library, 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 library. The third one was building. There's 2 ways that you could sign it. You have the first one using your hands, put your fingers together and bend them. Building, building. The other option, building, building. Nurse. Your non-dominant hand is out. It can be an open hand or like an A hand. And then with your dominant hand, make the letter N and check your pulse. Nurse, nurse, or nurse, nurse. If nurse is signed nurse, how do you think you would sign doctor? Doctor. How would you sign that? A D, yes, but where would you place it? Where? Right. Doctor. 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 So N for nurse, D for doctor. Some people prefer doctor. So you take that modified hand with your fingers together and bend it. Doctor. Doctor. Did you go to the doctor? Are you okay? Doctor. House and home. Do you remember the difference? House. You have B hands. Draw the peak and the sides. House. 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 Home. O hand, that's flattened. You eat and you sleep. Home. Are you ready to go home? Home. Home. Work. Work. Make S hands. Your non-dominant stays in your right or dominant hand, clockwise in a circular motion. Work. 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 Where do you work? I am a teacher. You work where? Work. Restaurant. Make the letter R and wipe the corners of your mouth like you would with a napkin. Restaurant. Restaurant. Store Take your flat O hands. Store. Store. Which store? Store. Store. Shop. Shop. That flat O again. But this is your wallet and money's coming out because you are on a shopping spree. Shop. You can also do shop. So store, once, twice, store, store. But then you have shopping, shopping, different ways that you can do it. Police, police, police. Your thumb and index finger make the badge. Police, police. You can also sign with a C, cup, cup, cup. Did you want to grow up to be a policeman? Oh, no? A fireman? Oh, fire, fighter, firefighter, firefighter. Station is with S's. They start together. They come out and down. Station, station, station. You work where? The fire station. Cool. Hospital. You use your H hand with your dominant hand and then come over to your non-dominant shoulder and you draw the medical plus sign. Hospital. Hospital. You went to the hospital. Did you see the doctor or the nurse? Oh, good. Car. Like you're driving a car. Car. Drive. You are in the car and you are moving. Drive. Drive to where? The hospital? The fire station? Where did you drive to? Where? Live. There's two ways. Live. Start near your waist and come up towards your collarbones with the letter L sideways. Live. Live. The second is live, but the word changes and it can be address. So you'll use A's, again starting at the belly and coming up to your collarbones. So start down below and come up. Address. Address. Your address is what? Address. Now we're going to practice some basic questions. Are you ready? Who? Before I forget, remember, just a reminder, when you're asking questions, you're going to notice my facial expressions. When you're asking questions, what happens? Do you know and remember from last week? Your facial expressions match. Who? What? Where? When? Why? Your facial expressions need to match what you're saying. Are you ready? We'll try that again. Who? Who? An L hand, your thumb goes on your chin, and this one wiggles. Who? 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 You can also sign who, just your index finger. Who? Who? Most people prefer who. What? Did you know there's 3 different ways that you could sign it? What? 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 Non-dominant hand, dominant hand. What? 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 And the third way, what? That one, you just kind of spell it, but it looks like WT sideways. What? It's my favorite. What? Who? What? Where? Your index finger. Where? 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 Where are you going? Where? When. Your non-dominant hand is in an index finger. Your dominant hand is also in an index. It's going to start fingertip to fingertip. But then your dominant hand is going to make a circle clockwise. When. 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 When is your appointment? When. Why? You have two ways. Flat hand pulled down to a Y. Why? 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 The second, sorry for the cat. Why? Your 5 hand and just your feeling finger, your middle finger here is your feeling finger. That's the one that's gonna move. Why? 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 How? How? A hands. How? 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 The second way, B hands, and they're flat. They rotate in towards your belly and come out on top. So they're flat with palms down, touching each other. They come down in towards your belly button and up and back on top. So we have how. How you. That's the same in English as saying, how are you? Remember, with American Sign Language, we do not sign every word. We don't. So, if or when you're asking that particular question, you would say, how you? How are you? You would voice, how are you? But you only sign, how are you? 2 signs for 3 words in English. Pretty cool, right? Here we go. Next we have me, me. Also, I, me, I. Your index finger points to yourself. Me, I. Mine, mine, mine. That's mine. Mine, mine. You, 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 you. Your. So you point directly to the person you're talking about. And then your is your hand flat towards that person. It can be one person, your, or maybe there's a small group of people like together. Your. Name. Take an H with both hands. Name. Your name what? Your name what is the same as English for what is your name? You would sign it. Your name what? Like. 5 hand, your thumb and middle finger come together. So you start by saying, almost like mine, you have a flat hand on your chest. And when you pull away, your thumb and your middle finger are the only ones that are gonna touch. Are you ready? Like. Then the opposite, dislike. Another word would be hate, dislike. So you like it and then you get rid of it. Like it and get rid of it. Dislike. Favorite or prefer, your middle finger on your chin. Prefer. Some people prefer specific signs and that's okay. Remember, that's an accent in sign language. It's a beautiful part of the language and culture. Nice. It's similar to school because this hand stays, but your moving hand, instead of straight up and down, is going to start at the base of your palm and go out towards your fingertips. Nice. And then we have nice to meet you. You're really only signing the word meet. Meet. But by bringing them together, it makes the phrase to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. The meet you part is done with your index fingers up, the letter D. To meet you. One time. To meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you? We're going to talk now about different ways you can respond. Are you ready? We have yes. Some people prefer to sign YES. Yes, 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 yes. Most of the time you'll see yes. Make an S. Yes, yes. See how my head and facial expressions match? Yes. Opposite, we have no. N-O, no. The fingers that you'll use for the word, or the letter N, come together. So it's your thumb, pointer, and middle coming together to say no. 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 So. You have a 5 hand that's horizontal. So. Okay. Okay. You have O. The letter K is a peace sign, and then your thumb comes up in between the 2 fingers. Okay. How are you? Okay. So. You can also say fine. Your open hand again. Your thumb comes into your chest. Fine. 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 Not. An A hand under the chin. Not. We have good. You want to see what's on that hand. That's your moving hand. So your non-dominant hand is just flat. Your dominant hand's on your chin with your fingertips, and it comes down to your non-moving hand, and you look right at it. Why? Because it's good. You want to see it. If it's not good, or another word, bad, you don't want to see that. So good, bad, you're going to push it away because you don't want to look at it. Who would want to look at that? It's bad. So you have good and then bad. Good, bad. Good, bad. How are you feeling? Are you feeling tired? Again, your fingers come together, fold in half, start at just below your collarbone, up high on your chest, and roll down. Tired. Are you feeling tired? Me too. Or are you feeling silly? Make a Y hand, thumb near your nose, silly. How are you feeling? Tired, silly, hungry? Make the letter C, start at your chest, move down towards your belly, 1 time only. Hungry. Only once. Tired, silly, hungry. We have 2 ways to say full. You have like full because you've eaten so much. You can't eat anymore. No more. You are full. Your flat hand of your dominant moving hand starts near your belly button or your waist and comes up to your chin. And your facial expression should match. Full. Oh, full. Another way that you can say full, just in general, full. Your non-dominant hand is in a fist. Your dominant hand swipes away. Full. You're feeling happy? Take your flat hands with your fingers together. Your hands move in a circle away from you, so up and away, up and away. Happy, happy. Remember, your facial expressions should match. Happy, sad, mad. Your 5 hand with fingers bent. Mad. Sick. 5 hands, middle fingers down. 1 comes to your forehead and 1 comes to your belly. Why? When you feel sick, most people hurt or don't feel well where? In their forehead or their head and in their belly when they're sick. Sick. Ugh, sick. Sick. Middle finger at your forehead, second middle finger at your belly. Sick. Death. The letter D, once at the ear, once at the mouth. Death. Death. A second way to sign, point to your ear and then close. So, death. Your non-dominant hand's already facing away from you. You point to your ear and then close it. Death. 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 So you have death or death. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Your letter H bounces 2 times left to right. Hard of hearing. I am hard of hearing. Are you deaf? Oh, you're hearing? Okay, cool. Hearing is your index finger with a closed D. So we have D or a closed D. We have a closed D. It's kind of at an angle or sideways, and it moves in a circle away from your mouth. Hearing. Hearing. Are you deaf, hard of hearing, or hearing? Which? I am hard of hearing, proudly. You, deaf, hard of hearing, hearing. Which? That is all of the words from week 3. Thank you again for your patience this week. We look forward and are eager to see you tonight at 6:30 at Red Door Church here in Cincinnati. Have a wonderful and blessed day. See you soon.